For most Africans, Gaddafi is a generous man, a humanist, known for his unselfish support of the struggle against the racist regime in South Africa. If he had been an egotist, he wouldn't have risked the wrath of the West to help the ANC both militarily and financially in the fight against apartheid. This was why Mandela, soon after his release from 27 years in prison, decided to break the UN embargo and travel to Libya in 1997. On the 28th of October, Mandela decorated Gaddafi with the Good Hope Golden Medal, the highest decoration granted by South Africa to honor those who had made great contributions to support the struggle of South African people to confront the apartheid regime. This distinctive decoration by the great African freedom fighter Nelson Mandela came to prove the pioneering role played by Gaddafi in liberating the African continent from colonialism and racism. Mandela didn't mince his words when Bill Clinton said the visit was an unwelcomed one. Mandela said, "No country can claim to be the policeman of the world, and no state can dictate to another what it should do." He added, "Those that yesterday were friends of our enemies have the gall today to tell me not to visit my brother Gaddafi. They are advising us to be ungrateful and forget our friends of the past." Indeed, the West still considered the racist South African government to be their allies who needed to be protected. That's why the members of the ANC, including Nelson Mandela, were considered to be dangerous terrorists. It was only on July 2nd, 2008, 4 years ago, that the U.S. Congress finally voted a law to remove the name of Nelson Mandela and his ANC comrades from their blacklist. Not because they realized how stupid that list was, but because they wanted to mark Mandela's 90th birthday.
The U.S. State Department has Nelson Mandela on a terrorist list. Why? Because he was part of the African National Congress, the people that were trying to overthrow the apartheid government in South Africa. And it's not just Nelson Mandela, and it's not an honest mistake. The entire African National Congress, everybody who was ever on it, is on the terrorist list. If we had our quote-unquote war on terror back then, we would have been fighting a global war against Nelson Mandela. Obviously, they're going to change this, and they're going to take all the African National Congress people off. It goes to show you, a terrorist is what we label a terrorist. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what they actually do, or who's killing civilians and who's not killing civilians. When we, what do we call collateral damage, and what do we call, killing the innocents? No, it's whoever we decide is our enemy, we put them on the terrorist list, and whoever we decide is our ally, we put on the good guys list. And from time to time that changes. And we had the white apartheid racist government of South Africa on the good guys list, and we had the heroic resistance to that government on the terrorist list. People we call terrorists turn out to be the least violent people in the history of mankind. I mean, right up there with Mahatma Gandhi. And we had them on our terrorist list. Gives you a sense of what nonsense all of this is.
Now we must clarify the meaning of terrorism. What is that terrorism? We consider the manufacturing of nuclear weapon is terrorist action, and establishing foreign military bases in the land of others. It is also terrorism. And make people suffering from famine, to keep food for them. It is also terrorism. And hijacking airplanes, and it is honest people to be victim for this action. It is also terrorism. But we support the struggle of the peoples for the freedom, for the independence.
My policy is the revolutionary one, for liberation